My name's Casey Baker. I'm here with Shawn Zawodni from Miles of Golf. He's a master club fitter here, and we're going to talk about the line of R11 metalwoods for 2011. And Shawn, this product came out to a lot of buzz and hype, and we've seen it exceed those expectations. There's a few unique technology differences to this driver relative to some other products on the marketplace. What makes this product unique?
Well, absolutely, it's the first thing you notice when you look at this driver is the white color. Now, this was actually engineered by TaylorMade for a couple different reasons. One, it's a matte finish, so when you're playing in the sun, there's no glare spots on it like a shiny black driver has. Normally, when the sun hits it, you see a bright circle on there. Sometimes it can be distracting. None of that on here. Just clean, white, no glare. Also, if you take a look at the contrast to the dark black face against the white crown, very easy to align to the target. That's what a lot of the PGA Tour pros really like about this driver. You can see, is the face closed, is it open, where is it going in relationship to a target line?
A couple of the things that make this unique is the sole pad here and the hosel itself. Let's talk about the hosel first of all. A little bit different than the R9 was last year. They've changed the hosel a little bit.
Before in the R9 it was left and right, where now in the R11 it's higher and lower, changing the effective loft of the club. As the face opens, when the club is returned back to square, there's a lower effective loft on the face.
We see when we lower the loft of the driver, we typically see some lower spin rate numbers, a little bit lower launch. Generally, a flatter face will produce a little bit faster ball speed as well. Is that correct?
From the closed position to the open position, I've seen as much as 500 RPM spin rate change.
Well, let's talk about this sole pad you see here.
Now, this right here is an interesting piece of technology. A lot of golfers, when they set the club down, they want to see something, whether it's a higher handicap golfer who wants that confidence of having that driver towed in a little bit, or a better player who wants to see that face open. Well, this right here actually changes how the club is, when sold, sits on the ground. This driver has 2 points of contact, one in front by the face and the second one the actual bumper itself. Now, as we change this bumper, it will change how the driver sits on the ground, whether it opens or closes the face. This doesn't change anything if you don't sole your driver. Say, I know you hover your driver at address, it's not going to change anything.
So we've talked about the hosel position and the bumper here for the face angle. Let's talk about the flight control technology and the weights in the back of the head here. Two weights there. What are the differences in those?
It comes stock with a 10-gram weight in the heel, a 1-gram weight in the toe. What this does is to change the center of gravity of the head. In this configuration, it promotes a little bit of a draw. Center of gravity is a little closer to the shaft. It rotates the toe a little bit faster. We can neutralize this by moving the 10-gram out to the toe, 1-gram into the heel, moving that center of gravity away from the shaft, which slows rotation of the toe. For that player who doesn't want to turn it over quite as much, that may be a better configuration there.
So let's talk about shafts here with the R11. There's a TP driver and there's a standard option R11. What makes those unique as far as shafts?
We have 2 shaft options available in the TaylorMade. One is a proprietary blur shaft. It is built off the Fujikura blur platform. Brand new shaft, very, very popular nowadays. It's a 60-gram shaft, decent torque, mid-threes torque. Mid-kick is just your standard mid-launch, mid-spin shaft. Fits a lot of the population. Now, we also have, this is what separates the R11 TP from the standard R11, is the shaft that's in it. We have the actual blur in a bunch of different weights that are available. It's a little bit more stable, a little bit lower torque than the standard one that comes in there, than the proprietary one. It designates it by a little TP logo right here.
You said there's a couple different weights available in the TP version of that blur shaft. We stock a lot of different ones. What are your options as far as the weight goes for the TP blur?
Well, in the blur alone is available in a 55, a 65, and a 75, both in regular, stiff, and extra stiff options. Now, going beyond the blur, we have many shafts available in the TP, ranging anywhere from the 55-gram all the way up to an 80-gram X. Okay. So with the amount of shafts that we have, we can fit anybody who comes in the door.
Perfect. So 3 big characteristics of this driver. We've got the hosel positioning, open, closed, or higher or lower.
Yes.
We've got the bumper in the back here to help with alignment and address if you do sole your driver on the ground. We've also got the weights there in the head. So pretty much anybody who walks in the door, we can fit them to a TaylorMade product, whether the ball flights left to right, right to left, they want to see a little higher, a little lower.
Oh, without question. Scratch golfer all the way up to a 20 handicapper, we can fit them into this driver depending upon the shafts that we have available, as well as the flight characteristics that we can change on the head.